2 years in, Patriot Liner.
2 years.
What's changed?
Oh my God. We just crossed the 2-year anniversary. We're pushing 200 Patriot Liner locations. And I think when we started this thing, it started as a anti-corporate greed, spray on bed liner for the average man.
Anti the man.
Anti the man. It's diversified quickly because we saw a gap in the market for more of a total vehicle protection company. I think from the consumer standpoint, you'll see Patriot kind of diversify with different types of products, not just spray on bed liners.
Okay.
For big companies, Patriot Fleet Solutions is going to be more of a fleet management upfitting company. And then we're launching Patriot Rust Defense this year. You probably have some need for that, some of these builds. And then towards the end of the year or next year, we should have a truck accessory line coming. So from the consumer standpoint, I think, like I said, the brand is going to continue to expand, but from our business standpoint and B2B, if you will, the offering is going to be pretty valuable to our customers.
What have you seen in the market compared to like the quality, right? Because you kind of set Patriot Liner up. It was an actual product you designed, you worked on, you engineered. Where do you see other products in line with Patriot Liner right now?
The spray on bed liner industry itself has changed dramatically in the past 24 months.
I think it's had to.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of pop-up. I don't ever talk bad about other people. A lot of Me Too products. Mm-hmm. A lot of just private label.
Like low pressure,
even high pressure, just off-the-shelf formulas that have been around for 20 years that a sticker gets slapped on. Our product is proprietary. We took pride in designing it. It's high quality. It's a little bit higher price than the rest of the industry, but we really push value added to our customer base and to the consumer. Some of these brands will come and go. We're playing long game here, and our dealers are really excited about what we're doing. So
like a lot of the brands we work with are the top tier of those brands because I subscribe to the thing of spend once, cry once, or buy once, cry once, whatever it is, right? But there's a lot less interactions at that point, a lot less comebacks, a lot less problems with products holding up.
Yeah.
Compared to like what you've done in the industry in the last 20 years, where do you see like the return rate with Patriot Liner with customers that maybe aren't happy, or there's like dealer issues or spraying issues, or?
We don't have any. All the warranty claims come across my desk, and I don't even know if the ones that we have fixed were our product. It's just kind of like, hey, make the customer happy. Mm-hmm. I know that we've had 2 warranty claims in 2 years, and that's nationwide. Okay. And I think last year we calculated we sprayed over 50,000 trucks nationwide. So 2 trucks came back for a warranty issue.
And in the past, when you were, and I don't want to obviously throw under the bus or say anything,
but I worked for other companies.
But in the past, when you worked for other companies, how does that compare?
I think it was a lot less organized, so it was harder for me to track. But we had issues, and with this product, it's urethane based, so moisture and sprayability is a big thing. And that's kind of where we focused on when we engineered this product, is making sure on the sprayer standpoint that the sprayability is top notch. They're not gonna have blister issues or bubbles or whatever. So like you said, you do it once, you do it right, long term, it's a way better product.
I've had it now on Gridlock for, I think, 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
Rock Buggy just over a year.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we were just in Chocoloco, Alabama, which we hit a few years ago. And it's interesting because we're starting to get known as like the YouTubers that actually beat the hell out of their vehicles and use them, right? And like I broke Rock Buggy again, this weekend, and it wasn't really that bad of a break, but it was one that took me out.
Is this the 3rd rear end?
I don't know. Yeah. There's been a few. 3-4 years ago, we were like looked at as they're just all show.
Right.
There's like not actually.
I remember the comments.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
And now it's like everyone's like, man, how do you have axles hold up to you?
Right.
How do you have things hold up to you?
Right.
And it's just it comes down to even like the Patriot Liner on our stuff. It's like we were just looking at Gridlock and how much that body's been beaten, and it's like the Patriot Liner's there, but the body is actually separating, and there's just
the Patriot is holding it together right
literally right now. It's damn near. And I hear all the time that Patriot Liner or bed liner in general adds so much weight to all these vehicles and all this stuff.
We've got some data coming.
We have some data coming.
Yeah.
So we actually went out and bought the scales, we bought the stuff, we just sprayed a full tub and all that kind of stuff. And I think this video will probably be coming out after that one.
Yeah.
We sprayed the entire tub of a JLU. And now keep in mind when we spray these tubs, we're not gonna spray it to the same thickness of like a truck bed.
Correct.
Right? We're gonna spray a little bit thinner because we have trim parts and accessories and cages that have to fit. When we drop the cage back in, there was no actual adjustment that happened on the cage with heat and powder coat and all that. So it all popped right back into the same place. But when we dropped it back in, we had to force it in because there were positions where the Patriot Liner still squeezed it, connecting it. I think we added just over 20 pounds to the entire vehicle, spraying the entire interior and the rear wheel wells.
Yeah. So it's really not a lot of weight. It just looks really good. It does really well. I think with the off-road sector, it's really best for the striping more than anything, right? You're running through these woods, you got tree branches hitting you. That's really what it's about. But you know, that business is only 15-20% of our overall business. Our core is truck beds. So when we do spray the truck beds, you were talking about a Jeep tub weighing 20. A truck bed's about the same size. We put almost 50 pounds into a truck bed.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you we're spraying it double the thickness of what you would see in that tub. So yeah, we're just over 1/8 when we do the measurements on our high impact zones. The product's there, and that's why we put a lifetime warranty on the truck beds, because we're putting that extra material down.
You're gonna add something. Even a drop-in plastic liner is gonna weigh 30, 40 pounds. But the nice thing about it is what I would say is with the top coat, with everything you're getting in that added weight, the protection you're getting. Like, we travel all over the country. I think a lot of people, especially in California, Nevada, Arizona, they take a lot of probably favoritism to their builds, thinking they don't have to deal with rust and all those types of things, right?
Yeah.
And they take that, take it for granted,
that
they don't have to deal with all of that. When we go to the South and I'm driving into an event and I watch a guy in like a 2009 Chevy 1500 go driving by and his entire rear wheel well's completely rusted out and it's gone because of the humidity and what you're dealing with there. To think of like builds like Gridlock and these things that have been traversing over the last 2 years through all of this, heavy mud, heavy water, all these things, submerging them, lighting them on fire, rolling them down hills, to look at that build right now today and be like, it all still looks good.
Right.
And yeah, there's some edges that have pill a little bit, or there's some impact zones that have taken a hit.
How many trees have you
char
slammed
marks,
into?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you did catch it on fire.
Yeah, we did catch it on fire a couple times.
But you look at Alex's rig is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Right? He did it how I would do it, right? He did a tub off restoration and rebuild. We sprayed the underside, we sprayed the tub. That thing will be protected for life.
Correct.
Granted, he just slung it down a hill upside down.
Yep, that was like everything he hit, there was no liner there. It was just
roll
pride.
cage.
Yeah, that was just pride. While this may just be 17 to 20% of your business overall, I still think it's cool that you own a Jeep, that you go out there and you have that fun, and you're a part of that community, not just a company who's looking to make the money off that community.
Well, I think the Jeep community's, I think it's special at all these trade shows.
Like define special. What do you mean by that, Josh?
Very special. I mean, you go to these trade shows and you've got mall crawlers all the way to hardcore crawlers, and everybody's getting along, and you don't like the duck thing. I like the duck thing. We got custom ducks made.
You're such a weirdo.
But seriously, the Jeep community is great, and I kind of carry that mindset over into our customer base. We try and operate as a family. We all have something in common. We all want to spray a good product for the consumers. So.
Gotcha. And I know you just opened new shops in California too.
We did. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, because that took a little while to kind of get into this side.
Yeah, we kind of moved west.
But I also think you were worried about just grabbing anyone who wanted to spray, because you have a kind of a unique setup with the way you set your dealers up.
Yes. Yeah, so a lot of the industry it's either one way or the other extreme. There was nobody in the middle offering a good business model. It's either you're under full franchise agreement with non-competes and all this crap, or it's just a buy my cheap product over here. So we wanted to position ourselves as a kind of a median, so we still give these guys a protected territory. It's a simple licensing agreement. There's no non-competes attached. It says, hey, you wave our flag, we're gonna support you, we're gonna give you lead generation and all the tools you need to win, without all the fees tacked onto it. So,
or the mandatories.
Or you have to do it this way, or you have to, that's these guys have been in business 20 plus years. Who am I to come in and tell them how to run their business? We're gonna give you a good product, we're gonna give you all the support you need, we're gonna give you the marketing tools and everything, and let's all go make money. What we didn't want is uncontrolled growth. So I think we did it right. 2 years, 200 dealers, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So we're pushing that number there, and we'll see what next year brings with the diversification of all the products. So I'm excited.
I am excited because we are going to get a little bit more hands-on with you.
Yeah.
Finishing up this last part of this year, which is probably going to take us into next year.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of coolness that's happening around all of our brands, especially
I think the industry, man, it's changing so fast. It really is.
And you're starting to see a lot of the brands that have their heart in it and are in there for the right reasons, starting to really, really grow.
I think, like you said, the passion. If they're passionate about it, their heart's in it, it's gonna work. and
Yeah.
I think it resonates even with the customer base. So that's what we're going to do, man. We're just going to keep knocking out content. We're going to keep putting good products out there, keep expanding and diversifying the product line so our dealers have the tools they need to win. So good seeing you.
Definitely.
If you guys have any questions about Patriot Liner, make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, all the social media platforms, and patriotliner.com.